Our lesson for today is about different types of sentences or sentence according to usage. We are in group 7 and for this is for grade 7 and the time frame is 60 minutes for 2 period. So for the lesson objectives, at the end of the lesson, the students will be able to identify sentences and their uses accordingly. Construct declarative, interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory sentences clearly. And create a short skit depicting the different types of sentences with the right expression along with the group artistically.
Good morning. This group will be dealing with the types of sentences according to its use, and this will be discussed in the lesson proper. The material to be used are visual aids, flashcard, pictures, and name tags. The lesson is based on Grammar and Composition 4 by Prentice Hall and Proficiency in English 7 by Simeon Tabonda.
Okay, good morning, class. Welcome to IAI Virtual Academy.
Morning.
Okay, good morning. So, let's start our day, right, by offering this day to our Lord. And anyone can raise their virtual hand to lead our prayer. Okay, I can see someone here. May, yeah, Mr. JM. Okay, lead us in prayer.
Please bow down your head as you pray. Our most gracious and kind Heavenly Father, we would like to thank you for today, for the many blessing we receive from day. Lord, thank you so much for this wonderful day. And as we start our class, please send your angel to guide us and give us, to enlighten us and give us guidance as we start. Please we pray with forgiveness of our sins in Jesus' name.
Amen. Okay, so shall we begin our day by checking our attendance? Okay, now I'll be calling your name and please to say present if you are here, but if not, then of course. Okay, shall we begin with Aquino Dane Christian?
Present, sir.
Okay, Benbahe Mark?
Present, sir.
Okay, Niwa Suichi.
Present, sir.
Okay, Madulin Azria Crave or Crave?
Crave.
Okay.
Present, sir.
Oh, there you are. Masuhay Richard Hope?
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
Aha. Miss Toledo Cheryl? All right. And how about Mr. Tilaton Ray? Is he around? Oh, I can't see his name. Anyways, let's move on to Miss Tangliben Christy Jessica. Is she around?
Yes,
Very good. And last but not the least, Laportiza John Mark.
Give me present, sir.
All right. So, are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Oh, there you go. So that's the spirit. So how's your day? Is it good so far?
Yes, sir. It's a wonderful day.
Wow. And that's good to know. How about the others?
Very excited today, sir.
I am also excited to meet all of you and to have our class today. Anyway, so are you ready to discuss our new topic today?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay, that's good. But first, let's have our lesson review. So, what's our lesson last week? Anyone? Oh, I can hear. Okay, I have here Mr. Madulin.
Yes, sir. Our
Yes.
lesson last week is all about sentence.
Wow, very good. That's what. Then what is a sentence? Anyone, please? I can't hear from. I didn't see any from girls raising their hand. So how about?
First
Ah,
sentence, it
yes,
has a verb and a subject.
very good. Others, please. Okay, again, Mr. Madulin.
Sir, sentence is a set of words that is complete in itself, typically containing a subject and predicate, conveying a statement, question, exclamation, command, and consisting a main clause and sometimes one or more subordinate clauses.
Wow, pretty well said, Mr. Madulin. Yes,
Thank you, teacher.
it is really concise, right? So it seems that you really remember our lesson. All right. So let's begin our lesson with a group activity. Are you ready, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
So let's go now to our group activity for today. So the full class will be divided into 4 groups and each group will be given a paper to write the answer. So I will give you 5 minutes to discuss within your group and come up with an answer using this instruction. Says here, arrange the following words in order to make a sentence. So we have the number 1, we have natural, Philippines, resources rich in, is, and period. Number 2, we have go, why, the, did, when, visit, you, island, and question mark. And number 3, we have the, give, list, certificate, period. And then number 8, want, it, can, we, I, and do it. So, I will give you 5 minutes to answer, to discuss within your group. And then after 5 minutes, I will collect the paper and we will discuss this together. Do you got it? Do you understand the instruction? Okay, so if you don't have any questions, you may start now. Okay, time's up. The 5 minutes is finished. So let's go now. I will collect another paper. Okay, so does anybody notice something with the following sentences that I have given you? Do you have any idea?
All right, very good observation. So now, okay, let me introduce to you another topic. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you
Yes, ma'am.
excited?
I am very
Yes,
excited.
ma'am.
Good. Okay, because today we will be having 4 types of sentences. So earlier, Mr. Israel said about what he had remembered about sentence. But now, so since we will be discussing 4 types of sentences, okay, students, 4. It's not 3, not 2 or 1. It's 4. Okay, so would someone read this sentence for me, please? Can someone read the sentence, please?
Example of a sentence.
A
Philippines
declarative.
is rich in natural resources.
Good. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Israel. There's another one, a declarative sentence. Okay, class, it's on the left side of our board. Can someone read it? What is declarative there? A declarative sentence states.
A fact or opinion and ends with a period, ma'am.
Very good. Yes. So a declarative sentence states a fact or opinion and ends with a period. Nice. Thank you. So now let's take a look at sentence that group 1 came up with. Okay, so this one is declarative sentence. Okay, could you tell me the reason why it's classified as declarative? Yes, Mr. Marty, do you want to answer? I think he's a bit shy today. Can someone answer about it?
Ma'am, because it gives an idea and it states a fact. It also ends with a period, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So I think Mr. Chaps is so excited in learning today. That's why he's very active. So
Yes, ma'am.
can you please tap your classmates? Okay. So hi, how are you today? Okay. I think our teacher would like us to participate, right? Okay. But anyway, very good, Chaps. Okay.
Thank you,
So
ma'am.
well said. So now, can somebody give me an example of declarative sentence?
Me, ma'am.
Okay,
Example,
sure.
I want to be a good writer.
Wow. So as you have heard, she said, I want to be a good writer. Nice answer. Okay. So now let's talk about the second type of sentence. Okay. Would someone read the definition written on the board?
Ronald, ma'am.
Ronald.
Okay. It says that an interrogative sentence has a question and ends with a question mark.
Yes. Okay. Nice one. Good. And could you give me any example of that, please?
What is your name, ma'am?
Nice. What is your name? Right. So that is an example of our declarative sentence, right? Okay, next. Okay, that's good. Okay, so as you can see, it is very easy to understand, right? Yeah,
Yes,
okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
ma'am.
always remember that interrogative sentence, okay, it ends with a question
Mark.
mark. Yeah,
Question
good.
mark.
Okay. So, what a lovely day with you today. Okay. So, the sentence that group 2 came up with is an example of it. Did you get it, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Yes. So,
Happy, ma'am.
well, students, I also want to remind you that you have to read an interrogative sentence well, of course. So you have to sound like you're really asking a question. So you know what? You don't have to just read it as is, okay? Because like declarative sentence, so you won't be misunderstood when someone listens to you. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
That is so wonderful. Okay, so now let us proceed to the next sentence, which is imperative sentence. Okay, but before that, what is the first one?
Declarative
Declarative.
sentence.
Declarative
Yes.
sentence.
What is the next?
Interrogative
Interrogative.
Very good.
sentence.
So now we have number 3, that is imperative sentence. Okay, can you please read the definition? I think I will call Richard. Yes, Richard, what is imperative sentence?
Ma'am, can I answer?
Oh, sure, you can help him.
It's imperative sentence, right, ma'am?
Yes.
It gives a command or makes a request.
Yes. Okay. You're right. An imperative sentence expresses a request or gives a command or direction. Good. So it also ends with a period or exclamation mark.
Right.
Okay, exclamation point. Yes. Okay, so if you will remember, in declarative, we use the point. Okay, in our imperative, we use the interrogative, we use the
Question
Question
mark.
mark.
Question
but
mark.
in imperative, we use the exclamation mark. Okay, remember that because later we will be having activity using those things as well. Thank you for that, Jessica. You're doing good.
Thank
Okay.
you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Okay, now let's check the sentence that group number 3 came up with. Okay, so it ends with a period, but that doesn't mean it's a declarative sentence. Okay, can somebody explain it to the class, please? Why do you think it is? Who can answer? Yes, JM. You're raising your hands.
Yes, ma'am. Come again, ma'am.
I said in the sentence that group number 3 made, right? Okay, can you explain? Can you explain in the class how it ends with period, but that doesn't mean it's a declarative sentence?
Can I help, ma'am?
Oh, sure, Israel, you're so nice.
Ma'am, it's because the sentence do not state a fact, an opinion. It states a request.
Yes, very good. Okay, so as far as you can remember, right, Jessica earlier defined imperative as expresses request or command. So yes, in imperative, as you can see, the group 3 made, right, their sentence has point, but it doesn't mean it's a declarative because their sentence talks about request. Good job. Can we give him hand, please? Nice, good one. Okay, you got it perfect. Okay, so now I want you, class, to give me an example of an imperative sentence that gives an order or direction. Okay, may I ask Luigi? Oh, I think the internet is loading. His internet is loading. Can someone help him, please? Is Marky around?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you please give me an example of an imperative sentence that gives
Oh,
an order or direction?
okay, ma'am. Could you please give me his phone number?
Yeah, good. Could you please give me your phone number? Yeah, okay. Can you respond to that, Mr. Ronald?
No, I don't have.
Oh, I think he's very young. That's why he doesn't have any phone number. But I think JM has. He can answer you. JM?
Please. Again, please, ma'am. I do apologize. I'm not listening at all.
Oh, Marky, can you please repeat it? Can you please repeat it, please?
Could you please give me his phone number?
Oh, right away, sir.
Yeah, okay. So there's a response to a request, right? Okay, good. What a beautiful day that you are participating, students, today. I think you had a good breakfast. Okay, so I could see that you got a little confused, okay, with some imperative sentence, but I am glad you were able to get its function. Okay, so nice try. Okay, for those who have given their answers, good job. Okay, by the way, students, I will teach you a bit, hand expression for giving good job to your friends today. Would you like to learn about it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just so simple. 1 and 2 and say good job. 1, 2, 3. Good
Great
job.
job.
Very good. Okay, nice try. Okay, now let's discuss the last type of sentence. Okay, but first, again, what is the first one?
Declarative.
Declarative sentence.
Yes, the second one.
Interrogative sentence.
And the third one.
Imperative.
Imperative
Imperative
Very
sentence.
good.
sentence.
Okay. So now we have exclamatory sentence. Okay. Can you please read the definition on the board? Yes, Chas, come in.
Exclamatory sentence conveys emotion and ends with a exclamation mark.
Yeah. Okay. So exclamatory sentence, it conveys emotion. Emotion, you see? I know that the young generations like you are really emotional and you understood this. Okay, so thanks for that, chaps. Okay, that's good. Now I know that you find it very easy to understand its function. Okay, but can somebody give me an example? Yes?
Me, ma'am.
Yes, Ronald.
Help!
Help! Yeah, exclamation, help! Okay, that's with emotion, right? Good job, Ronald. Well done. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
yeah, so most of you, okay, you have defined the 4 types of sentences and you have also given 4 examples of those sentences. Good job. Okay, so yes, okay, nice. I am pleased with your participation. So know that Teacher Cheryl is really appreciating you today. You seems to be very participative, excited, and very helpful to your friends. Okay, nice. So because I am pleased with you, I will give you additional points.
Yay!
Yay. Okay.
Hey!
Yes. Okay. But
Yay!
before that, we will be having a short quiz after this.
Good morning, class. So today we will do an application from our previous lesson. So today you will give me an example. You will do a skit using declarative, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory. Okay? Okay, give me an example of declarative. You are at the concert.
We are at the concert. Yeah.
Now give me an example of interrogative sentence.
Are you lost?
Yes, I am.
Now give me an example of imperative sentence.
Crystal, will you please turn off the lights?
Yes, sir.
Now the last one, exclamatory sentence. Guys, let's go to the beach!
Yes! We're excited!
Okay, here is the rubrics for skit role playing. So the criteria: participation in preparation and presentation. It is limited if really willing and focused during group work and presentation. It is adequate if sometimes willing and focused during group work and presentation. It is proficient if usually willing and focused during group work and presentation. And it is excellent and always willing and focused during group work and presentation. The next criteria is presentation of character. So it is limited if the communication of characters, feelings, situations, and motives. It is adequate if the communication of characters, feelings, situations, and motives. And it is proficient if competent communication of characters, feelings, situations, and motives. And it is excellent if convincing communication, characters, feelings, situation, and motives. So next criteria is achievement of purpose. So we have 4 usage of different types of sentences as well as its right expression. So it is limited if purpose vaguely established and may not be sustained. It is adequate if the purpose is established but may not be sustained. It is proficient if the purpose is clearly established and generally sustained. It is excellent if the purpose is clearly established and effectively sustained. Next is use of nonverbal cues, voice, gestures, eye contact, props, costumes. So it is limited if the variety of nonverbal cues are used in a developing way. It is adequate if satisfactory variety of nonverbal cues used in an acceptable way. It is proficient if it is good variety of nonverbal cues are used in a competent way. It is excellent if impressive variety of nonverbal cues are used in an exemplary way. Next criteria is imagination and creativity. So it is limited if the choices demonstrate little awareness and do little to enhance role play. It is adequate if choices demonstrate awareness developing acceptable, enhanced role play, and it is proficient if the choices demonstrate thoughtfulness and completely enhanced role play. It is excellent if choices demonstrate insight and powerfully enhance role play. So after this, you are going to add and you will have your assessment result.
This time, we're going to review what we have learned during our discussion. So, I will give you a test and this will be the directions. Read carefully the statements below and write the correct letter on the space provided that corresponds to the right answer to each item. I will give you 10 minutes to finish your work. And after that, I will collect all your papers.
Write a short narrative about your most unforgettable experience. Use at least 4 declarative, 4 imperative, 4 exclamative, and 4 interrogative sentences.
Rubrics for writing short narrative. So for the criteria of writing short narrative, we have the content, organization, achievement of purpose, example, the right usage of 4 different types of sentences, use of knowledge, the diction, and 4 different types of sentences, and correctness. And we have also the levels of quality. It is 1 point for limited, 2 points for adequate, 3 for proficient, and 4 for excellent. And for the content, it is limited if it is simplistic and emerging presentation of thoughts and supporting details. And it's adequate if it is straightforward and developing presentation of thoughts and supporting details. And it's proficient for the content if it is clear and thoughtful presentation of thoughts and supporting details. And it is excellent if it is engaging and insightful presentation of thoughts and supporting details. And for the organization, it is limited if the introduction, detail, arrangement, transition, conclusion, and coherence are limited. And it is adequate if the introduction, detail, arrangement, transition, conclusion, and coherence are satisfactory. And it is proficient if the introduction, detail, arrangement, transition, conclusion, and coherence are very good. And it is excellent if the introduction, detail, arrangement, transition, conclusion, and coherence are superior. And for the achievement of purpose, it is limited if the purpose is vaguely established and may not be sustained. And it is adequate if the purpose is established but may not be sustained. It is proficient for the achievement of purpose if the purpose is clearly established and generally sustained. And it is excellent if the purpose is clearly established and effectively sustained. And for the use of knowledge, is vague, imprecise, and appropriate vocabulary is used. Mainly, simple sentence lacking imperative are used if it is limited. It is adequate if generally precise and straightforward vocabulary is used. Sentences sometimes vary in pattern and length. And it is proficient if it is carefully chosen and complex vocabulary is used. Sentences often vary in pattern and length. And it is excellent if it is precise and sophisticated vocabulary used. Sentence vary pattern and length. And for the correctness, it is limited if little attention has been paid to correctness. Text contains many errors which limit the clarity of communication. And it is adequate if less attention has been paid to correctness. Text contains errors which interfere with clarity of communication. It is proficient If the correctness attention has been paid to correctness, text contains minor errors, none of which interfere with clarity of communication. It is excellent if great attention has been paid to correctness. Text contains essentially no error which interfere with clarity of communication. And the students will tally all their scores to get the overall scores.
For assessment and self-evaluation, you will know how much you've learned the lesson and how much you have participated in class activities. By answering all this, you can give your own rating of your performances, and you will know how active you are in the class.
Okay, now it's time to assess your group. So I will give you this paper, and on this paper there's a question, and you will check if you do it always, often, sometimes, or rarely. Okay, like for example, we clearly understood the task. Do you always understood the task? You will check always. If sometimes you will check sometimes. One more example for assessment for the group. We shared ideas openly. Do you share the ideas openly? You will check always or often. This will represent how your group works. Okay, now let's do the evaluation. Now it's time for you to evaluate your group mates. Okay, so you will score them from 9 to 10 if they always focus, 7 to 8 if well quiet, well focused, and 1 to 3 often off task, or sometimes they're not focused on the work. So you will score them by their effort, cooperation, and if they are supportive in your group work. Okay, so I will give you this paper and pass it to me after.
Thank you, folks, for lending your ears with us, and you have witnessed a task-based learning approach. As a teacher, you can use that in coming up with your own lesson plan, and I hope that you will enjoy also using this approach. So once again, this has been Group 7, and I am Ronald Relativo.
I am Green Christian A. Aquino.
I am Asriel Madulin.
I'm Richard Hope Masuhay.
And I'm Cheryl Toledo.
And I'm Christy Tangliben.
And I'm John Mark A. Zaporista.
Mark,
IAIE, in service to mankind, for the glory of God.
IAIE, in the service to mankind, for the glory of God.
IAIE, in the service to mankind for the glory of God.
IAIE, in service to mankind for the glory of God.
IAIG, in service to mankind for the glory of God.
IAIE is in service to mankind for the glory of God.
IAIE, in service to mankind for the glory of God.
IAIE, to mankind for the glory of God.
IAIE in the service to mankind for the glory of God.